How you guys doing? Welcome back to OFR Behind the Scenes. Well, you guys seen the video on the main channel. If you haven't, go check it out. We did some really cool things. But in this video, you're going to see some of the nitty-gritty stuff that I didn't get on film, that my dad was behind the scenes taking this video, because you know him, he loves to give the viewers what they want.
All right, I had to go get a 2x4 because me and Josh and Zach cannot lift this tree branch we're trying to bring in, our tree stump, for the 3000. You can see we got the bubble walls going, we got the gravel in. Now we're trying to bring in this tree stump we got out of the pool, and we can't carry this thing, it's heavy. We got it through the door, and here it is here. That's a big hulking beast of a thing. It's been submerged in the pool forever, so it's water weight. What do you think, Zach? You gonna be able to lift it?
Eventually, yeah.
Josh?
You boys can keep up.
You boys can keep up. These skinny little arms ain't no big deal, son. Look at that. Skinny. You're bone skinny. You got a six-pack coming, though. You can start seeing.
Stronger than most everyone who comes through here, though.
That I'll give you. You know what? It's not actually even stronger. You know what it is? More gumption. Other people try, that's heavy. You, and then say, I'm going to get this, you know? All right, we got it in. Was that a job, Zach? Can you breathe? Can you talk yet?
Yeah. It's like a 400 or 500 pound log.
Yeah, that was a mother getting it up there. Let me tell you. We had to use pry bars and pry it up. We had the 2x4 on here and put it under it and pry it up from out here and pry it up to get it to roll over.
It does a 5-man job.
Yeah. Or 5-dude job or a 3-man job, because we just did that. Yeah, it seems like it's so light now in the water wanting to float.
I wish it was like that in the house.
Is that upside down, Josh?
Well, that's the way it's going to sit until it gets more air out of it. I think that looks the coolest right there. Until we're able to flip it up and anchor it.
All right, let's go get the other one.
There's another one? Yeah,
there's another one, son. But this one you have to go diving for. You have to get underwater. Man, your belly is so thin. But your arms are starting to get really defined and muscle on there. There's no flab on your arms. So you're working out. It's really starting to show off, Josh. I'm Josh. I was going to push him in. Why would you do that?
I know your antics.
You knew I was coming for you, huh? I was going to push him in. Now that one's smaller, right?
You want me?
What? Oh, get away from me, Gar.
You want me to stop it?
Oh yeah, it's a lot smaller. Look how easy you pick that up.
Yeah, in the water.
Yeah, if there's a lot of air in it, it wants to float itself anyway. Walking on over this way.
This was the cooler of the two, though. This is the one that turtle always hit under.
We got the second big log in. That one was only about 300 pounds. That one's about 450. But our hands are nasty. And
you guys ask how we know the weight of some of these logs. Well, I know what I can deadlift, and that wasn't happening. I know what my dad can lift, and together that wasn't happening.
We needed this guy right here.
Yeah.
Okay, before we move on, I wanted to just give you a little look, see if it's cleared up a little bit. Look how nice that looks. Okay, and then the 4400's cleared up some. It's starting to get where I can see the whole tank now, but you still can't see pristine looking yet. But you'll have that with every new tank with new gravel. But it's definitely looking a lot clearer. These are the branches that we want to place in there. So they're going to be like a fake forest or deadwood forest type branches. And then over here, look what we did to the eel tank. This is Tesla, the electric eel. Now the tank is 6 foot long, and he's every bit of half the width of it, so he's 3 foot for sure. Now we put in this ship. I'm not so keen on those two little ones, but this one here kind of makes him look like a huge giant leviathan, a big monster, like on that movie The Rock, where they were in that island and they had the little elephants and mini elephants and huge bees, and they were riding on the bees and stuff. Well, down under the water they had a huge electric eel. So if you could see Rock standing on that, trying to attach him to get voltage to power the ship, that's exactly what it looked like. So we did this tank here, and this made it look a lot nicer than just a barren tank, because you guys remember he was just down there in a bare empty tank. Now he's got this, which is 195 gallons. And I think it looks good. And then we went ahead and got rid of that ugly stick out of here and put in a bunch of plants in here. This is for our big clown loaches and the datnoids. And you got the megalodorus or weenies here. Oh, back there's the tigrinus, right there. You can see his tail. They're all hiding from you. There's his face right there. And you got the starry night cichlid. Striped rocky cat, more datnoids. And then y'all remember the ammon knife. Look how nice he is. I love this tail. Look how nice and mesmerizing his tail is. I love that. That is just so cool. We got our newest addition, little platinum red tail. He's a cutie. And with the live plants. Down there's the black devil cat. Hey, buddy. If you guys remember, he's the one that got stabbed by the stingray. And, you know, he lived through all that with air coming out his side, air bubbles. Josh sealed it up, and he lived and made it just fine. Over here we got the royal clown knife. Look at him. And then you can see up here the black arowana and the Brachyplatystoma filamentosum, the true Paraiba. He's going to be a beast. Okay, so. Oh, and look at how Hubert's shell's healing up now. See the skin starting to grow on the edges? So, the treatment we've been giving them, it's starting to work and the skin's growing back. So, he's going to heal up 100%. It's going to take some time, but he's going to heal. What's up, buddy? Come here. Hi. Hi. It's so interested. You got food? You got food? Okay, back to the video.
Alright guys, so you see the finished product here. It's
oh
full
my
of water.
goodness, that looks
Looking
lovely.
Great. You see these two big giant logs. They were a pain and a half to move.
They were the bane of our existence, Josh.
We're going to end up taking these plastic plants back out because the pacu are just going to destroy them. So as to not destroy the plants, we're going to go ahead and take them back out. But today we had a little mishap, and
we thought the tank was leaking.
We thought the tank was leaking. It kept coming out of these cracks, and we're like, all this
water
work
was
we
building
just
up.
did was for nothing. The tank's leaking. I'm like, just throw it away. And then my dad found out that this little overflow filter on the 80-gallon tank, the filter had actually the little plastic piece that keeps it away from the back broke off, and it was leaking out of the back of the filter.
It was leaning down, so this was the low point. So none of the water, as it filled up, was coming back in. It was leaning back, and all the water was coming out the top corner and getting the ground wet, and we thought it was the 3000 leaking. And we were just heartbroken that we just resealed the whole thing. Josh just, sanded it down, fiberglassed it, repainted it, and it's still leaking. Well, we found out the water was coming from here, this point right here. Now we lifted this up and put something under the bottom corner, and now any water, when this fills up too much, it still overflows out into the tank here. So we've got that figured out. And Josh,
Boy,
was that not a son of a bitch?
it sure was. But everything is looking perfect now. The tanks are looking spectacular. We still have more things to show you, so you guys are going to have to stay tuned and see what OFR and OFR2 bring for the content. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned in the next 2 days for the next video to see what kind of crazy stuff we've got going on. Little sneak peek. Come this way.
I'm coming. Look at him running.
Wait a minute. You guys seen the equipment, but what's this?
What's this here? This is the equipment, but wait.
What's this?
What's this?
Stay tuned, and as always,
Stay fishy, my friends.